basaama gurigu joogtay naagtaan u jid marway marsti faantay gurigu ka ku arki loo kula garo diyaalna tahay khamsa bisinka gacanta hasdahe ceelash biya ma kiimaade bisi.
Colorism is something that has been around for a very long time, and the act of bleaching your skin, as a matter of fact, is very popular to this day in many different parts of the world, especially in my part of the world. In my part, I mean where I was born, in Somalia. Now, I've never really had a reason to address this in the past, mainly because my platform, the Lies They Tell podcast, has never been about taking other people's flaws or faults or sins and showcasing them and commenting on them. But what the Lies They Tell podcast is for people who take those same flaws, those same faults, those same mistakes and sins, and then broadcast them and promote them to all of us, to you, to me, to our children. Now, colorism goes way back, and I mean way back, all the way back to ancient India during the Vedic period, where lighter skin was associated with a higher caste in the caste system, because those in the higher caste regularly or generally had a lighter skin tone due to their Aryan descent. Or to ancient China, where a lighter skin was a sign of nobility because the aristocrats or those that worked indoors had a lighter complexion than those who worked outside. Even during the European colonialism period, Europeans would often establish a racial hierarchy in a place where they colonized and put themselves at the top, resulting in a lighter skin complexion or a white skin being associated with power, privilege, and desirability. Or even in the United States during slavery. Did you know that a slave master would force himself onto an African woman, resulting in the creation of a mixed race lighter baby? That baby would later grow up and work in the big house because they were more preferable and treated better than those who worked outside and picked cotton. If you came this far, you might as well like, comment, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you. Did you know that even the Quran talks about this? Now, the Quran doesn't specifically say those who bleach their skin, but the Quran does talk about people who change the creation of Allah or how Allah has created them. In Surah Nisa, verse 119, quote, "And I will mislead them." This is the shaitan talking. "And I will mislead them, and I will arouse them in sinful desire. And I will command them so that they slit the ears of cattle. And I will command them so that they will change the creation of Allah. And whoever takes Satan as an ally instead of Allah has certainly sustained a clear loss." You know, in Somalia, we have a proverb, and it goes something like, "Bina aadanka waa shantan far," or "Shantan far isku mid maahan." Basically, what it's saying is that these 5 fingers are not the same, and so is humanity. Some of us are born tall, some of us are born to be short, some of us are born to be big, some of us are born to be small. Some of us are born to have a head full of hair, and some of us are born to have my kind of hair. You will never find love anywhere else for as long as you cannot find love for you inside of you. You see, we were not all created to be the same. If you cannot appreciate and understand and love what it is about you that makes you an individual and that makes you a person, it doesn't matter how many things you change. You are still going to feel that way about yourself. You look around and you look at some of these celebrities that have absolutely botched faces and botched bodies, and you ask yourself like, oh my God, you know, you go through the comments and everyone's like, oh my God, how did this person get to this point? And it's like, they're human. And we see this happening very often, even amongst those that are not celebrities. I seen a guy the other day invest tens of thousands of dollars to make himself taller. What they do is they break the bones inside of your body, put a metal on it, and makes you a few inches taller. Bro, you're still that short man deep inside. It's not that your height that was making you small. It was your heart. It was your mind. So the very last point of this video and the moral of this story is that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala makes no mistakes, and you are not a mistake. Love yourself, appreciate yourself, and surround yourself with those that can love and appreciate you for who you are and what you have.